Good morning. Today is the 19th of May and this is part 4 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around the Chiltern Hills classic car show stroke vintage vehicle rally thing. I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, if there's wind noise, if I fall over. Generally it's a terrible video. That's why I call these videos what I do. So 1972-73 Triumph Spitfire Mark IV. This will have the 1300 engine in it. The 1500s came in I think 74-75. 2022 Alpine. Why not? There's such slow sellers over here that you might as well call them modern classics. The Alpine Centre Winchester Series, I know where that is. Even if it's a press car, it needs to be registered on Hampshire plates because they have been for years in Renaults and Alpines. But very nice. I don't want to go one of those at some point. 1976-77 Triumph Stag, so quite a late one, with some very, very large exhaust tips. Showing off some V8 action in there, of course. Something else that's got a larger engine than you'd expect is this MGC 68-69 on a G. It's definitely a C because of that bonnet bulge. Oh, and a Fiat Cinquecento. I have actually driven one of these. I drove one earlier this year in terrible conditions. Weather was very different actually. And this isn't just any Cinquecento, it's a Cinquecento Soleil with this opening, a sunroof. Come on, autofocus, there you go. But still have the 900cc engine in the OHV rather than the Sporting, but I've never seen a Soleil before, it's interesting. And then a 205 CTI, not GTI, CTI, by Pininfarina, 1989 to 90. So you've got full complement of gauges in there, you've got some old pressure gauges and things. So clearly meant to be driven quite hard, and I'm sure it will be. Oh, here we go, for sale. Please call Phil on 07779 872 759. Fantastic. And also fantastic is this Ford Capri 2.8 injection special. Just see the year and manufacturer on here because someone's filled it in. It's in 1986, so it's one of the very last Capris. That's already finished December 86. Then another Rover 2000, again a Series 1.5 Rover 2000, 71-72, before the 2200s came in. Similar to the green one we saw earlier. And another Unos, this one is. For sale as well. 3250 07702 815 875 with hardtop. Fantastic. You would have thought over the last sort of 3 weekends that these are the most common cars in the entire country. This isn't though. It's a Toyota Tercel 4-wheel drive estate. Although I've seen quite a few of these actually, simply because it's got a crawler gear in it as well. That's interesting. We just keep seeing them at shows. I don't know why, but there we go. Maybe we make this a thumbnail of this part. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Right, viewers, thumbnail's taken, and so we're next to another MX-5. Of course we are. This one is a 1996, and it is green. And there's a little brochure down there as well. Momo steering wheel. I almost got poked to the eye by that aerial. Oh well. Wouldn't have been particularly unusual to these videos, would it? BMW 2002 TII, so this has the mechanical Kugelfischer injection in it. Wow. Retro Rides Weekender, there were a surprising number of these actually there. And here is another one. I mean, that's very nice. It's very nice indeed. But, and this is going to sound terrible, I'd rather own one of these. Yes, it's a Chrysler Avenger. It's very, very nice. I don't think these are the original wheels on it, but it's like a GL or GLS, isn't it? Some Roadstar wheels, these are called. This is a what did it say? It's a 1.6 GL, similar to the one that I drove actually last year at the British Car Journey. Yeah, it's very similar. It's 78, 79 on a T. Wonderful. It's a local car to this area as well. 1970 Ford Cortina Mark II 1600E. Yeah, 70. That is very nice. You don't actually see too many of the Mark IIs at shows particularly. You see others, but maybe not the Mark II so much. And then a Triumph Dolomite Sprint. Yes, viewers. Very, very nice. We've seen both variants of the professionals' cars. All three of them. We've seen Capris, we've seen Granadas, we've seen Dolomites, and also I think a TR8. So we've got the full house. Yeah, and then Granadas, Capris, yeah. Dolomite, yep. RS 2000, yep. Yeah, we're all there. Brilliant. 1985-86 Mini Mayfair, which had a couple of modifications to it. You know, which Mini hasn't? And then another two Minis from the same era, but this one's been sort of modified. 85-86, and then this is a Mini City. It's a lot more basic than the Mayfairs were. And then I think this will be a 1275 GT. It could be a Clubman. They look the same if you take all the identifying marks off them. And then a Ford Granada Mark I Coupe. Another one. That's three of them that are here. I say people who ask for some more of them. Here we go. Is this an automatic or a manual? This one's an auto. Yeah, most of them were. So yeah, 75 to 76. 1980 Ford Escort Mark II, very late one on a W. This is probably a 1.6 gear. Yeah, by the W reg, the Mark IIIs are out, so yes, it's 1.6 gear. E28 BMW 5 Series, oh, it's for sale. Call 07926 621 337 with some fluffy dice. 83, 84. And then a left-hand drive 911, 72, 73. Same year as this midget, with the round arches this time. And this enormous thing, whatever this is, an old Navy truck. My gosh, you'll be careful driving around with that poking out in front. Wow. 1955 Chevy, still, it's like 11:30, they're still coming in. Another car from that era, 72, 73 MGB. So it tells me, viewers, this event is bigger than I thought it was. Right, this car should have the rug bumpers on it, but someone's taken them off. It's a common thing to do. 76, 77 MGB Roadster. Similar age to the one that was used in the New Avengers by Joe and Lumley. Now this one actually has got rug bumpers still on it. 77, 78 on an S. It'd be really hot in summer actually, the black one like that. But gosh, another Mark II Cavalier convertible. Saw one of these Retro Ride Weekender last week. This is a completely different one, different colour. 1986-87 on a D. I think this looks to me like it's all sort of cracked up. They only came, I think, in 1.8 litre, and only with the after the first face. I don't think they were only made after the second face of 1987. Yeah, they were very rare then. I mean, pretty rare now. So another splitty, sorry, bay window Volkswagen, 77, 78 on an S. Jensen Interceptor SP. Ooh. Let's take a look at here, viewers. Yeah, it's a 1973, top of the range Interceptor. Biscuit leather interior as well. Very nice. I like the colour. The colour is actually really good on that. Also like this, it's just a standard Johnson Interceptor, I think Mark III. Ooh, this one that's got not only a beige leather interior, it's a beige leather interior of wood. I can smell it from inside the car. That is exquisite. Also exquisite is this Lancia Beta Coupe, 1983-1984 on an A. That is special. That's really special. Wow. Yeah, it's a 2000 injection. Viewers, I'd love to drive one of these actually. I know I keep saying about loads of cars, but I've got to have a wish list, haven't I? Otherwise, we'll actually run out. Oh, got some little friends down here as well. Hello. 1974 MGB Roadster, made in 73, registered 74. 72, 73 MGB Roadster. And then, viewers. Yes. Wow, this is something very rare. This is the Mark III Vanden Plas based on the Allegro. It's not an Allegro, it is a Vanden Plas. And you can say that three completely different ways, and they're all valid. This is the one that was used by the Austin Rover published in the 80s, so that's what I go with. Probably a Vanden Plas. It's either the 1.5 or 1.7. By this stage, this Smart 3, they were only made, I think, from 79 to 80. So this is a 1980. They were based on the Series 3 Allegros, and the 1.7, I think, is an automatic, and this is I think a 1.5 is a manual. I thought I got the right way around. It's very confusing. This one's a manual. Yeah, it's definitely a Series 3. They're very, very rare, these, and we've seen one. Brilliant. 8016 here in Austin. I think this is a Mark II. Let's have a look round the back. Say 1300, 7172. Another Capri 2.8 injection, another late one. 1986-87 on a D. There we go. Ooh, there's the order form, 86, and it is injection. It's not called a special by this stage, although it's the same rough specification. But just change hands here a second, viewers. There we go. It's better. Okay. Another Mark I Escort here with a 1700 engine, 72, 73, and then we've got a Mark II, 600 Sport. Now that should have, if it's a 79 to 80, a facelifted grille on it, but it doesn't sort of the earlier grille, so that might be just a sort of standard one that's been changed or something. 1979 to 80, Land Rover Series 3. And here's the sort of correct grille for the RS 2000 here, the facelifted one. That'll be a 78 then in that case. Again, we got Professional's vibe. We saw one that was even closer to Professional's car a bit earlier on because it was a white one. Then Triumph. It's probably a TR7. It could be a TR8. Look at the back. I don't know. That actually is probably a 1980. It's still got the older boot lock on it. It'd be a Canley car. The Fiat Spider 2000, the 124 Spider, was made, I think, till 1985. This is one of the later ones that's got Farina badges on it as opposed to Fiat badges. American spec one. And this is, let's just see if there is a year on here. It's a 1984. So quite a late one then. And another Ford Granada 2.8 injection sport. Again, like the red one, 1981 to 82. The injection sports are quite rare, so it's nice to see two of them. That is a delight. This one's only got a 4-speed gearbox in it. And then Mark 1 Granada, late Mark 1, with a very, very interesting steering wheel. 76, 77 on an R. Another Mark 1 here. I probably saw this at Nebworth House in 2022, didn't I? Which was the 50th anniversary of the Mark 1 Granada. Same sort of year. 76, 77 on an R, but it's got the 3 Jurassics engine in it. Then another Stag, 73, 74 on an M. So it's an automatic, yeah, Mark II this one is. And something very nice. Rover ST1 Vanden Pla. And it's a manual. Yes, please, viewers. That's the specification we like very, very much. And it's for 2600, that one. Then a couple of Land Rovers. This is a Series 3, 72, 73. That's probably also very early Series 3. It could be a 2A actually. The 2A's finished in 71. And then we've got another Stag here. I assume that the plate is roughly corresponding with the year. Let's take a look. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure I'd stick my V5 on display for everybody to see, viewers, but you know, some people want to do that kind of thing, don't they? 1964 MGB, and then first generation BMW M5, the E28 type, 1986 to 1987 on D. Yes, please, viewers. We like that very much, and it's even got an olive leather interior that is very fetching. Oh, and the correct rear lights too. Wonderful. 1972-73 Austin 1300. I think they called these the Countrymen. This, I think by this stage, is a Mark III. Yep, it even says it's a Mark III, which is interesting. Most cars, whatever the marks, don't tell you what they are. The AD016s do. Then a Volkswagen 1303 Beetle with some interesting alloy wheels. They look like Dunlop alloy wheels. I could be wrong about that. And then the old Wolfsburg steering wheel. You can see that. Another MGB, of course, 1970 to 71. Mark II Fiesta. It's a 1.1L from 1985, and this has got the low spec dash in it as well. Yeah, there's not much specification in one of these. The later ones of the Mark IIs did get the high spec dash, but this one's got the really low spec dash in it. This for one to remind you of your place if you bought a cheap Fiesta back in the day. Right, we'll check on this one, viewers, and make sure we can talk about it. Yes, we can. So take a look at the back. It's a 530i 2000. It would be. Let's look at the front. Yep. Angel Eyes facelift, which came in 2000. E39. O7730 045687. Mr. Milton Fuel Power Channel says it could be yours. Low specification Mark II Golf 1986-87. It's probably a C or a CL or something. It's very correct. Oh, it's an automatic. It's probably why it survived, because the first owner might well have been an older person. Yeah, CL Auto. One of my friends had one of these as his first car, actually, back in the day. His mother had it before him. And then a Mini from kind of 87, 88 with Honda D16 engine in it. Is this actually a Dacia? Oh, it is. Gosh, it is. Wow. It's not a Renault 12 months, it's a Dacia. I think at this stage we're back to the Dacia 1300. So this isn't the same one that Ian Seabrook imported in 2018. It's a completely different one. 1978 on an R. And here's another one. It's another Dacia. It's a 1310. Didn't realise that there were enough people in this country who were eccentric enough, apart from me in Seabrook, to import them. But here we go. Here's a 1310, 1984-85, and this one is Renault badged. It could be a Dacia, I suppose. Let's have a look at certain bits on it and see. Let's look at the back. Yeah, it's a Renault 12 TL, that one. Like the white Dacia, 1976-77. Then an Austin 1800 Mark III, 72-73. I have driven one of these. It was a Mark II though. It was an early Mark II, 68. And that one looks in very good order indeed. Then next 71 MGB, 1992-1993 BMW E30 Cabriolet. It's probably a 3.2. Actually, no, there's quite low spec seats in this. I wonder what this is. That's a 320i, not a 325i. And then another one of these Jaguar XK8, the first generation ones. So I just put a Nokia 6230i mobile phone in front of that one. I think it's a facelift one, but I could be wrong. TVR Tamar, 1977-1978 on an S. Can't say much about those really. Another Mark II Escort with the facelifted grille, 1979-1980 two-door. Triumph TR6, 1975-26 on the P. Stag, let's take a look inside actually and see if we can spot whether this is a Mark 1 or Mark 2. Yeah, it's 2, this one. Is that TR6? Again, let's go through here. Have a look at this Spitfire. This is, I think it could even be original plate on that. I could be wrong. Even in sort of this sort of time, you just had the plate slapped to whatever sequence it was. But sort of 1 to 5 numbers were just part of the normal numbering sequence. So this will be a 1500. This will be, if that's plate anyway correct, it will be sort of 1976, 77 on an R, but either 1500. And then a Mini Pink Edition, 1984. That is a 1983 Mini. And another Rover 3500 ST1. I think this is probably... it's actually a Vanden Plas. I thought this was a Vitesse, it's a Vanden Plas. I don't think the Vanden Plas came with the rear spoiler. Perhaps someone did that later, but yeah, apparently that's a Vanden Plas. And then there's something very unusual here. This is a Series 3 Jaguar XJ6 Soft. Actually, no, it's not even that. It looks like a Series 3, but it's a Series 2, and it's had, well, some work done. I've never seen one of these before. This might be like a sort of home conversion or something like that. That's crazy. Actually, no, that's probably a personal plate, so it might well be a Series 3 then. Let's move out of the way, don't get run over by the Land Rover. Thank you. Gentleman there says a 2, so that's obviously a 2. Don't know why it's got Series 3 bits on it. And we've got another BMW 2002 and a Morris 1800, very, very late Land Crab, 74-75. That BMW might actually say on the back what type it is. Yeah, it's a 2002, 71-72. Yeah, Mark III, 74-75. And then 3.9 litre. What's going on here? V8. Someone's dropped a 3.9 litre V8 into this car. This is actually a Series 1, this one. 71-72. Yeah, it could be out of like a Range Rover or something then.
Well, 71 to 86 it was made.
And we've got a Ford Cortina Mark V, 79 to 80. They came in, I think September 79 was actually when they were launched. Like a Cortina 80, the 80 model year. Then an MGB. It's also sale as well. Let's have a look at the information sheet. Oh, it's a really late one. It's actually a rubber bumper one, but those have been taken off. Call 07749 599 712. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says, this could be yours. Avenger Tiger is this or something? It looks like an Avenger Tiger. It's a 1973 Hillman Avenger Tiger. These are stupidly rare, these cars. Wow. I like that views very much. Do I like this beige Allegro as much? Not quite. I quite like Allegros, particularly if this is an early one with a Cortex steering wheel in it. Not all of them came with it. I think it was 14 months they fitted those. Yeah, that is I think a very late Series 1. It'd be a 74, that one. And I do have a Series 3, 73, 74. Let's move on to the next section here. Another one of these Land Rovers. This could be a Series 2A actually, for all I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's Series 2A, but it's got a Series, earlier Series 2A sort of front end, but it had to change the headlights about 1968 or something like that, so that'll have the earlier headlamps in it. But the Volvo Amazon, 1967-68. Yeah, 67. It's a 123 GT. This was the fastest of all the Amazons from what I remember, the 123 GT. It's a 2-door. A Bedford HA, 1973 to 1974. That is rather nice actually. So got this Austin A43 here. So look at the front here at the grille, so you can identify if that's an early one. I think it's the early one with the wavy grille. So it's sort of late 50s, early 60s. And then one of these Thames vans, which was based on the Sub of Anglias. Bedford TK lorry here. One of these Austin lorries, 1966. That Bedford TK is 79 to 80. This Bedford here, Bedford CF, I think it's an 82, this one. This was actually on Mr. Richardson's channel, I believe, Furious Driving, and it's also been to the Festival Exception, unless I'm wrong, and apparently it's for sale, £900, 07746 7600078. I think this is the one from that. If it is, it'll be the 2.3 slot 4 engine in there. I think that's the one anyway. Riley 1.5. These were made, I think, from about 57 to about 1965. This one will be probably an earlier one. We haven't got a suffix plate on this or anything, so an earlier one, much sort of posher version of Morris Minor with better engines. Then this will be a replica Porsche 356. It won't be a real one, not that late. Probably based on a Beetle chassis, I think a lot of them are. So whatever car it's based on, 68, 69. And then a 1964 Volvo Amazon 122S with a B18 engine. Daimler SB250 or Dart. This one always has an information sheet, excellent. Does it actually say what year this is? No, it doesn't actually. It's strange. Very strange sort of idea using this as a police car, but that's what a lot of forces did actually. Then another TR6. Quite a lot of these today, haven't we? It's obviously a Triumph heavy area around here. Having a very late stag, like 77 only on an S would be one of the last made. Coventry plates could have been registered by BL themselves. Then a Spitfire 1500, 1975 to 1976 on a P. Right, viewers, I think that's it for this part. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below, and we shall see you again very soon for even more incorrect information.